week it is that you are watching this online lesson, we want to say hello and that we miss you and we are thinking about you. We know it's crazy, but we know that you are at home, you are safe with your families, you are enjoying this time of playing and learning online and playing outside in your backyards as the weather has been very, very nice. And so we are just here to say hi and to continue our lesson. We are learning about humility this whole month long. And humility is putting others first by giving up what you think that you deserve. And there are so many ways that we can do that. Last week we learned about Jesus dying on the cross for our sins, and he committed the ultimate act of humility by putting himself on that cross so that all of us can live a life in eternity with him one day. And that was amazing. He put everybody else first so that we could all have this grand life one day in heaven with Jesus. So I have a little challenge for you, my friends. I want you guys to get some sort of jar or cup or a box that you have at home, something small that you can put little items in. I just have some buttons. These are all things that I have lying around my house. And what these are is these are your humility jars. And what I want you guys to do with these is to find practical, easy ways at home during the day where you could commit humility and you could put somebody else before yourself, whether it be washing the dishes for mom and dad or cleaning your room without being asked. Perhaps it's letting your brother or sister pick the movie for movie night or the game that you're going to play at that time. Any way that you can serve humility and give humility to your siblings. We want you to do that, and we want you to put your little items in your jar and come up as a family with a spot on the jar that you want to make your goal. So if it's halfway, make your goal, and once you've hit that goal, earn some sort of reward, whether it be a movie night, whether it be ice cream or a game night, whatever it is that you want to make your goal. We want you guys to be serving up humility to the people in your house at this time where sometimes it's a little hard to get along with our brothers and sisters, right? So we want you to be kind and humble and put the people in your families first. And tag us in this. If you have a humility jar, we want to see it. We want to know that you are participating in the things that we're having you do. So let us know. We're going to tag at MyCCCKids to see your humbleness and your humility jars. We want to see them full of all the acts of humility that you're able to commit. Well, my friends, it's time for us to get into our lesson. So we're going to have a time of worship in our lesson, and I hope that you enjoy it, and we will see you later.
Everywhere that I go, you're there with me. Even in the night when I cannot see, I know you're by my side and I will be just fine. Oh God, you're always good to me. I wanna say thank you, I love. I stand in awe of everything you've done. I will live my life to know you more. I will live my life for you, Lord. I wanna hear you speak, follow your lead. You give me everything I need. I will live my life to know you more, to know you more.
Hey everybody! I'm Jake. I'm really sorry if I look or sound funny today. My shirt's really tight, and I'm afraid if I breathe out, I'll pop a button. I gotta breathe! Today, I'm gonna talk to you about humility. Humility is putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve. One of the ways I like to put others first. So you're probably thinking that the smart thing to do would be to change shirts. Well, I already tried that, but none of my shirts fit today, or any of my clothes. At first I thought maybe I had gained a little weight. I mean, I have been eating a lot of mustard-filled donuts lately, but even my shoes don't fit, and I don't think I gained any weight in my feet. Almost got it, almost. Or my head. I don't know what's happening right now. Wait a second. I bet one of my friends is playing another April Fool's Month surprise on me. They switched all my clothes with smaller versions of my clothes. Man, that's elaborate. I gotta do something now. That's the rules of April Fool's Month. Somebody does something to me, I've gotta do something back. Something big. Something that's never been done before. I'll put a bucket of confetti over the door. So whoever walks through will get a bucket of confetti all over them. Yeah, Jake, you're a genius. Nope. Easy, boy. So, today's story is about how we should treat people like they're more important than we are. I can't wait to try that after I prove to everyone that I'm the best at April Fool's Month surprises. Yeah. Oh. How many buttons does this thing have?
We've been making our way through the Bible together and following God's big story ever since the very beginning. Everything in God's story led up to what happened when He sent His Son, Jesus, to be our Savior. Jesus came to earth and taught things no one heard before. He healed people. He lived a perfect life. But the religious leaders didn't like how Jesus claimed to be God's Son. They had him arrested, and he died a horrible death on the cross. But he didn't stay dead. Jesus defeated death and came alive again. Jesus flipped things upside down and changed the way everything works forever. He changed how we view others and how we treat them. The Apostle Paul wrote about them in a letter, and he wrote to followers of Jesus who lived in a city called Philippi. Here's what Paul wrote. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you're proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. As you deal with one another, you should think and act as Jesus did. In his very nature, he was God. Jesus was equal with God. But Jesus didn't take advantage of that fact. Instead, he made himself nothing. He did this by taking on the nature of a servant. He was made just like human beings. He appeared as a man. He was humble and obeyed God completely. He even did this, though it led to his death. Even worse, he died on a cross. Did you guys catch that? Jesus is equal with God. He made his big, huge, mighty self small to be like us. Jesus did what was best for us. He was humble. He obeyed God completely, even though it cost him everything. He thought of our needs and our weaknesses. He put us first. Instead of saying, I'm number one, Jesus said, you're number one. So why don't we do the same thing and be humble? Here's what I'm talking about. Let's say you and your older sister are sitting down at the dinner table and you guys are eating food. Everyone's passing around the lovely dinner you guys have. And at the same exact time, you guys reach for the most delicious part of the dinner, the chocolate chip cookie. The last one in the bin. You guys reach for it at the same time. Putting yourself first would be grabbing the cookie, stuffing it in your mouth, and eating as fast as possible. But that's not what God would do. God would say, here, you can have the cookie. You would show humility by letting her have it this time without complaining. Let's say that you guys are working on homework, you and your brother, and you come across a math problem that's so tough and so hard, so you need to get some help with it. So you rush to your parent to get help, but at the same exact time, your little brother comes in and rushes to the parent at the exact same time to get help with what he's doing. Showing humility would be letting somebody else go first, even though it might be a little longer, even though it might not be what makes you the happiest, it makes them. A lot of times, we really want to be the one to go first and do things first. But like we said, Jesus turned that upside down. He put the needs of other people first. He put our needs first. And here's the bottom line. We need to stop and do what Jesus did. Put the needs of others for our own needs.
Okay, so the bucket of confetti is set. As soon as someone walks through the door, the bucket will fall and they'll get covered in confetti. But let me think for a second, because something doesn't quite fit right. I'm supposed to think and act like Jesus did when he was here. Well, how did he think and act? Jesus is like God's only son, but instead of staying in some big heavenly castle, he came here as a baby and then grew up serving people, helping people who are sick, teaching people who wanted to learn. Then he died for us and came back to life. So, how did Jesus think? He thought that people mattered a whole lot. And how did he act? He loved and served and gave up everything for people. Gave up what he deserved for me. And you know the rules. Somebody does something for me, I've got to do something back. So I took the confetti myself, so no one else would have to. I mean, it's not even a big deal. I like confetti. And these aren't even my clothes. Ugh. Ugh. Sometimes putting others first gets a little messy. But you know what? That's okay. You don't put others first because it's easy. You should put others first because that's what Jesus did for you. That's the one thing I learned today. Put others first because Jesus put you first. I'm gonna say that over and over again so I'll remember. Put others first because Jesus put you first. Put others first because Jesus put you first. Love others because Jesus loved others. Like your family, your friends, your brothers, your sisters, your mother, your gardener. Put others first because Jesus put you first. Man, I feel like brand new. It's like putting on a fresh pair of clothes, except clothes that actually fit. Ugh. I'm gonna need to change. I am getting confetti in my lungs. See you next time!
Hi friends, it is that time of the service where we get to learn our memory verse, and now this is the third week of this same memory verse, so I am sure that many of you already know it very well, so practice it along with me. Send me those videos. I've gotten some videos from some of my friends, and it gave me so much joy to see them and to see you guys practicing your memory verse. It just makes me so happy. So send me those videos. We're going to be giving you a prize when we get back to Crossroads, and we cannot wait to see you and be able to give you those prizes. It's going to be really exciting. So we're going to practice our memory verse. We're going to say it really, really loud at the top of our lungs. I know that you guys can do this and you can memorize it and you can practice it. Here we go. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble and value others more than yourselves. Philippians 2:3. Alrighty, my friends, are you ready to say it again? Really, really loud. I want your whole house to be yelling this memory verse together. It's a great reminder to be humble. Are you ready? Here we go. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble and value others more than yourselves. Philippians 2:3. All right, Crossroads kids, send me those videos. I want to see your faces. I want to hear you saying your memory verse. I cannot wait to see you again soon. Have a great day, and we miss you. We'll be back together again soon. Be humble. Listen to your mom and dad, alrighty? Goodbye, kids.
I got the plate. The plate's not on there.
All right, y'all ready? Here we go. I think it's time to change my mind from only thinking me, myself, and I, laying down my pride. Gonna put somebody else at number one this time. Don't wanna be in a world where it's all about me. I'll take second to whoever is around me. I'm giving up my number one position. So we all belong at number one together. Laying down myself, shine the light on someone else. I'm giving it all for you. 'Cause we all belong at number one together. Here we go. Come on. We can change the world when we learn to share and put each other first. So I put aside myself, make it less of me and more of someone else. Don't wanna be